What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Indescribable, aka Jerrilyn Lake, checking in with my bestie for the resty,
Lene Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast and Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Here
back I am. Love it when you say that, friend. So we are back from the Thanksgiving holiday. We done seen friends, we done seen family and loved ones, but that ain't gonna take away from what irritated us this week. So, friend, I just got to know. Let's just go and get into it. What did you see over the holiday that irritated you?
Girl, this ain't really got nothing to do with nothing. No holiday spirit is coming from this. Ain't no holiday spirit coming from this, okay? But I was minding my business on Instagram, and this dude named Dave Blunts came across my timeline. Now, Dave Blunts was sitting, he was supposed to be performing. He was sitting on a couch with an oxygen tank. This man is close to probably like 500, maybe even 600 pounds, right? He was cursing and like, girl, he used every breath in his body to curse out Snoop Dogg, who had something to say about him getting healthier. And so, I'm curious, because I'm like, what happened? So I went to his page. Girl, why are people in his comments encouraging him to remain unhealthy? I just think that irritated me. You got to be so careful who you consider your fans, because why are y'all in this man's comments and he's on stage with an oxygen tank? Something is wrong. He's not healthy. He's not well. And y'all in the comments like, yeah, I know that's right. Don't let nobody hold you back. Keep going. I mean, how?
Well, it's crazy that the call is coming from inside the house. The only person holding that fella back is himself.
Come on, you better preach.
But I think people don't want to body shame. They want to be, everybody's with this body positivity, which is great. You should love the skin that you're in, and I'm all for it. But when it becomes a health issue, like, you have to take accountability for that. And honestly, it's not his fans' responsibility to be, encouraging him to get healthy or nothing. Like, that's on him.
That is.
So if he wanted to get up there and sit on that couch dressed like a big old blob of purple, then that's on him. But he need to understand that type of lifestyle comes with its own set of challenges. If he want to be up for it, then hey.
I don't. And I'm not going there. I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't blame the fans for him being this size at all. I think the encouraging the behavior is the issue, because people look to their fans as someone who has their best interest. Everybody can't decipher between the two, between what's right and what's wrong. They thinking these people really love, like, oh yeah, let me keep doing all that, because that's where I get the most views. People engage with my content. Encouraging him is never the right thing to do. Any fan that I was of Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, I never wanted them to go out the way they went out, because I wanted you to continue to make music. Now the question is, where is Dr. Now when you need him now? That's what I'm trying to figure out, okay? I don't understand why nobody is doing something about this. Dr. Now will put an end to this today.
You know what? Dr. Now, I used to love watching my 600-pound life, but I had to stop because the way I don't want to see it anymore. The way that lady went up in there and told him that she had 700 pounds of water weight, and he said, no, ma'am, water don't weigh that much. And she was like, well, I'm starving in here. He said, you're not starving. You've eaten enough food for the next 2 years. You can go without. And that's the kind of accountability that I like in my life. When you see me doing something, I ain't got to be, just go and call it out. Go and call it out. Don't let me
call me out.
Don't let me slide by with that, because that's some foolishness, and that will have you in the worst of situations. But I mean, hopefully he, gets on this health journey. Maybe the top of the year will inspire him to make a resolution that will, encourage him to maybe get in the gym, change his diet. Or I don't know, sometimes when it gets to that point, people do have to have gastric bypass surgery, which it's always an option. So shout out to that man, and shout out to that couch, because the strength.
The strength, baby.
Holding on by faith.
For my last words would be me cussing out Snoop Dogg. Work on it. Just fix it, Jesus. That's it. That's all.
God is real. God is real. Well, okay, so I'm gonna tell you what irritated me this week. Mama and Dad, I hope y'all listening, because I got a bone to pick. Ever since y'all retired and y'all kids ain't in the house no more, y'all been globe trotting and jet setting. You always on a plane somewhere. Right now, they in Jamaica.
Ooh.
Okay, right now. And all I want you to do is pick up the phone and call somebody. That's it. Because if I call over there again,
you ain't getting no
and don't nobody answer the phone, I'm sending the police to do a wellness check. You're not exempt from being accountable. You're still parents. Okay? You don't get to run around these streets and not check in with folks. So mama, daddy, I don't know if y'all got Wi-Fi over there. If y'all watching and listening, please call me.
With that girl before she lose her mind. She don't know what to do.
It's giving you don't want to be my mama no more. I mean, it's like, are we breaking up? Like, what's going on?
I love it. Oh, girl, and I have to say this. I loved your content with your dad. Like, totally enjoyed all of the content you did with your dad over the holidays. I had to tell you that, girl. I was in tune. I was looking for more. I was so into it. You guys should do, like, y'all should just do your own thing. I was into it.
Girl, that man is crazy. And it's so funny. People they'll say stuff like, well, why do you laugh like that? That's so fake and it's so cheesy. And I'm like, baby, if I could change it, I would. But that man stamped me from birth. I belong to him. That is my father.
That laugh.
You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't deny me if he wanted to. So the fact that we are literally twins and everybody was able to see that, and I was like, y'all, I promise I'm not just randomly crazy. Like, my daddy is also crazy.
That's so cute.
But we did. He always has fun with me doing those videos, and he loves doing it. My mom, she don't like being on camera, but my dad, he'll hop in the frame in a minute, and he'll be like, "Now, do you think we need to do it over?" And I'm like, "Hold on, big dog.
I got this. All right, you trying to take over my platform? Wait a minute."
You think it's about you and it's not, okay? Because I see you done got your little fans over the comments.
He really do. I love it.
Talking about can your mama fight? First of all, she can, and she's not gonna have to do it alone.
Hello.
So then let's start there.
Girl.
Let's start there. We from Memphis and we jump. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so that was the holiday, and that's what bothered me, what irritated me this week. But you know what? Some other things was going on, and I need you to ask me, friend.
Girl, what happened?
Girl, people always want to bring folk home for the holidays, and I have my own restrictions concerning this particular topic. But when is it the best time to bring your significant other home for the holidays? What say you, friend?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Please
don't do it.
Girl, it's like, no. It just depends on the family, though. Like, I don't want to go to nobody's house where everybody got an attitude. Like, invite me when your family like to have fun for the holidays. If your sister got an attitude and your cousin's going to be like looking at me sideways and everybody is just there to like specifically make me feel uncomfortable and unwelcome, don't invite me to that. I'm not about to ruin my holidays to be around your family, baby. We can come to my house and have a good time. I don't feel like that.
Girl, me personally, you'll meet him when he's my husband. So,
okay. Come on.
The way we're not bringing up no more randoms, because I had a situation one time with a family member. I won't repeat it here. They know who they are, but the way you will never see another man of mine because
they showed up and showed out.
People just be messy, child. And then on the flip side, some people meet everybody. So I don't want to go to your mom and them house and they looking at me like, another mouth to feed. Like, we don't know this lady, and everybody over there just looking crazy because this the fifth girl you done brought home in 5 years and don't nobody really know what's going on. At this point, nobody's special. And in my relationships, I need to feel special. So
always. And on top of that, it's like when you bring somebody and then y'all break up, or say you're not even talking to them no more, now everybody want to know where they at. Because they don't click with this person, they like them, they think they part of the family now. And now every holiday they got to ask you, so where's such and such? And they want to run down the list like I'm a hoe. Like, stop! Don't ever try to run down the list. Well, what about so you don't talk to? Don't do that. That's
the light-skinned boy, the one that was in the military, the one with the daughter.
You don't talk to him no more? Okay, like, don't do that.
And like, bro, it is so embarrassing. And then I'm the type of person, like, I'll let people meet my parents, but I'm not letting you meet like my entire family. And I do that because I need my dad to grill you on site. I need my mama to pull me to the side and make slick comments in my ear. Like, I need to know what the vibes are, because if you can handle my parents, you can handle everybody else. But I'll take you around my aunties, my uncles, and them, and my cousins. I hope you got thick skin. I hope you got thick skin. Because we like to roast over there. We can be roasting them over there, baby. And if you come over there and you're not well put together, you're going to be on somebody's naughty list, okay?
I'm the complete opposite. So I will let people meet, like, my cousins, all of them and everything. But, like, my mom and, like, my sister, because, who's the pappy? We don't know. It's like, nah, I'm playing. I know what my father is. I know he is, but whatever. Anyway, so it's really my mother and my sister who don't really get to meet everybody. My mom meets some people, but like my cousins and stuff, because that's like, I don't know, they more chill, they more relaxed, they not so like judgmental. It's like you can just bring people around them, it's not a big deal. But when you meet my mom and my sister, it's like too serious for me. Like I don't know, it's just too much.
I see. I want the seriousness off top, because do you know how many people have looked my daddy in the face and said, "Oh, I want to marry her"? The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
What? Why would they just say that?
Because they just be, girl, saying stuff they think people want to hear, and that's what I don't want to do. Like I would rather, like if my parents come and visit me and I'm seeing somebody, we can go grab lunch or something like that. But I'm like, everybody not getting brought to the house. You know what I'm saying? So if you meet them like in passing or something, I don't mind that. But I'm not finna say, oh, let's go home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We gonna do that? You can get things elsewhere. Because the way we do it ain't gonna sit well in your spirit. And so I for like, 2-3 years maybe. If I say the first holiday you don't ever spend with that person. Y'all need to see each other apart. Go home to your family, I'm gonna go home to mine. If we still doing this thing next year, we'll discuss it. Maybe we'll take a trip together. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm down for the trips.
By the time my family meet you, honey, I'll be pregnant. So
you are not playing. You'll be already locked. And then you gotta think too, it's like too much outside noise. It's like it's too distracting. You can't even really enjoy the person because now you done brought them around everybody and everybody got something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear from everybody because baby, you ain't kept a man since I known you, but you got 6 kids and they all got different fathers. And you got something to say about who I'm dating? Baby, it's never gave that. You got to look at the people that's talking, baby. Sometimes they shouldn't be. So absolutely not.
Because what you're going to do is stay in my business. What that song say, sweep around your own front door first.
Come on.
Because people do have a lot to say. I think that's the whole vibe of Thanksgiving now. Like people wanting to clap back because in all fairness, especially older people, they just want to know how you doing, baby. How your grades? You need some money? You got a man? You dating anybody new? Like they're just casually making conversation. But also, it's not your business. You know what I mean? And I ask me about something else. How's the weather?
Yeah, okay, because I can tell you we both can experience that together. We can step outside. Okay, the weather outside is frightful. Okay?
That part. And so is my love life. And so is my love life. So keep it cute. It's all very much fright themed. So keep it cute. Don't come in here starting them. The people that do it, the ones that don't have no room to talk, they be doing it on purpose. And you want me to say something about all your baby daddies being in prison. You want me to say it. You want me to say it, but I can't do it because my mama's sitting right here. And then now I'm too old to be getting a whooping, but as you saw from the video, my nigga don't care.
Baby, he said the hospital. Jerrilyn, that's my favorite video right now. That's my favorite.
Let me stop playing with this man.
Right.
But that's how it be though when you take people home. And so it's a lot to think about. You shouldn't make the decision lightly. Some of us, we're friendly and we're sociable and we want to, bring people home. And honey, just don't.
Be careful. Be careful. Bringing everybody home is not needed. It's just not. I think that's safe for people you serious about. If you ain't serious about them, why? For what?
Yeah.
I guess I don't see the value in it.
Yeah, and then people have different definitions of the word serious because some people think that serious means that we've been having sex for 3 days. I don't know. I don't know what people. Well, I'm just telling you what they think on the street. On the streets, because a lot of these people, baby, a lot of these people don't think they in serious relationships and they have a baby on the way. So that right there, to me, it says a lot. And I'm just like, well, y'all got it. Y'all got it. But my folks ain't finna be nobody.
Yeah, I feel that too. I'm on the same accord as you, friend.
Thank you. We always in sync. Speaking of something not adding up, was that a good? I'm working on my segues.
You need segues. I love it.
I'm working on my segues, girl. So, Jamie Foxx has a new comedy special coming out, and it's titled "What Had Happened Was." It'll be on Netflix on December the 10th. Yes, I will be watching it.
Same.
But he addressed his 2023 illness. Remember when he just went ghost for a while? He was hospitalized for months. He filmed a special right here in Atlanta, and so there were people at the live taping who said that he alluded to Diddy poisoning him, and that was who was responsible for his hospitalization. Now, Diddy done been denied bail 3 times, and now the rumors are swirling. So I don't know, friend. I'm gonna be tuned to the TV on the 10th to try to figure out what's what.
Absolutely. First of all, can we just give it up for Jamie Foxx for being a real one? Like, we got a real one in the building. I love the fact that he is coming forward. What I have watched is celebrities sit here and lie and act like they don't know nothing about Diddy having shindigs, freak-offs.
Right.
They all have sat there and lied. And then you see a picture of them with a peace sign up, standing next to him, and ain't nobody coming in peace. Okay? Not a soul. Okay? Like, what happened? That's the part I understand. I'm like, everybody told me they don't know nothing about it. I just appreciate him coming forth, talking about it. Even if he alluded to it and didn't say it, the fact that he's the first celebrity I'm seeing being honest means so much to me. Like, I'm going to watch it. Yes, I'm going to support him. I'm going to stand behind it. What you think, Fran?
Girl, I'm standing 10 toes. You know, I love Jamie Foxx. He's one of my biggest inspirations, from him being on Def Jam and doing and Living Color, as well as having his own comedy specials and TV shows and movies. Like, Jamie Foxx is a quadruple threat: stand-up, music, acting, comedy. Like, he does all of it. And when I say I wanted to be Jamie Foxx, when kids was wanting to be Lisa Leslie and Michelle Obama and all these other people, I wanted to be Jamie Foxx growing up. So I am very much interested in what this man has to say. And it was because he was one of the only people that, when I first started doing, you know, getting into music and entertainment and things like that, like, he was the only person that I saw that I felt like could do everything. Like, there's literally, this man plays instruments. Like, there's nothing Jamie Foxx can't do. So if somebody threatened that talent, yes,
it's been so long since we seen him on stage. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's like I said, it's been so long since we've actually seen him on stage. I'm excited to see him get back in his comedy bag. It's been a minute since we've seen him on TV. It's been a minute since we actually heard from him. So I think I'm just excited about that. And you're right. If somebody did something to him and it wasn't a woman, because you know how I hate to go here. Yeah. I hate to do it. But you know, the minute we say something happened, women say something happened to them, nobody want to believe it. So I'm hoping, because this is coming from a male, and it seems as though people can only listen to men, let's see how he gets, what type of response he gets.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, well, stay tuned, because I can see it going a lot of different ways. But the fact that Diddy is being pointed to as, you know, the person who's responsible, girl, what we gonna do? Because I think one of the biggest questions, you know, people when they get canceled, you know, with Bill Cosby, oh, so y'all ain't watching the Cosby Show no more? Life hasn't been affected by the absence of it. Neither has it been affected by the absence of R. Kelly's music. So I don't think it'll be affected by the absence of Bad Boy music. And I personally, like, for somebody who loves music, like, it's really just not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many new artists popping up every day. Hell, I make music. I ain't got to listen to no R. Kelly record or no Bad Boy record. You know what I mean? Like, people be so pressed to die on these hills. And baby, at the end of the day, a lot of people are legends in their field. But if they are abusers and if they are rapists and they are manipulators and all these other things, then let's stop trying to separate the artist from the art. Let's call it what it is. Like, you were able to facilitate things like this because of the money that you were making from the support that you were getting from people who thought you weren't like this.
Thank you. Exactly. And that's the point. It's like, why would I even want to play a song talking about something, take that? That's what you want to hear? That's what you want to blast? That's what you want people to know about you? They was taking it. Yeah, that's what you should think of when you put that on. I don't want to listen to no Diddy music. And like you said, it hasn't affected me in any way by cutting any of these people out of my regularly scheduled program. So I do not care. I think a lot of people get a kick out of just like being defiant. They just want to do something different. They dare to be different. Oh, y'all gonna stop listening to R. Kelly? I'm not. I'm gonna let everybody know I'm still rocking with R. Kelly. Now you look crazy. Now you look like you're a pedophile. Now
you just like pressed. You just pressed to support somebody who literally is a criminal. help make it make sense. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, why are you so pressed to be a part of that? It just seems like people be so pressed to be a part of something. Like, oh, everybody doing this, I'm gonna do this on intentionally. And it's like, you look crazy when you step out there like that for somebody who don't even know you and wouldn't even spit on you if you was on fire. That man don't know you. You so pressed to stick beside him. He don't know you like that. You look wild delusional. That's
the point right there, though. The word fan comes from the word fanatic. And fanatic is not somebody who just casually supports people. It's almost a form of mental illness and psychosis. So I don't ever want to be so involved in someone or so obsessed with their lifestyle, their music, art, whatever the case may be, that I'm willing to support them, just integrity be damned, because that just, like you said, it just kind of, I feel like you support, pedophilia,
Yeah.
and I feel like you support rape and misogyny and,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these things that directly affect, especially Black people. So I think the biggest issue that I have is people saying, well, y'all always trying to take a Black man down. And I'm like, the comments where, well, when so-and-so did it,
Why
whenever
do they
white
do
man did
that?
it, then nobody had nothing to say. And I'm like, it doesn't mean that they're any less guilty. It's just that, unfortunately, you don't have the luxury of, it's called white privilege. It don't mean he right.
Right.
It just means that the society is going to view him differently, and he probably going to get a slap on the wrist. We've seen it time and time again.
Time and time again. And
But
how do we know? That's the thing. It's like, are you tapped in enough with that side to know what's going on over there? Y'all saying nobody said nothing, but we ain't really tapped in with what's going on with white people like that to know what they talking about and what type of podcast they, what platforms they blasting people on. You just not involved enough, and you're not doing enough like research to say, well, when this happened to this person, nobody said nothing. I'm almost certain somebody said something. You just don't know. Like, you don't care. You're not over
or maybe
there.
they were silenced. Maybe they got paid off. That happens
You know
a
what
lot.
I'm saying? Like, stop thinking that people don't care. Like, everybody is kind of divided in their own little groups, so sometimes we're not going to get all the information that has to do with this other group. So I'm sure people had something to say. Like you said, yes, a lot of people do have white privilege, but it still doesn't mean that somebody didn't have anything to say about it over there. Like, stop dragging it.
Yeah, I mean, and this is part of the reason why people don't say anything is because of conversations like this. Like, it's hard to get justice. It's hard to, for people to be held accountable. And so you said something that I feel like should resonate with everybody. It's nothing to cut so and so off or to move away from something like this. When you see people lack integrity and you see them being a detriment to themselves and others, the natural response should be to remove yourself, because why would you want to help somebody fulfill, that? Why would you want to help somebody perpetuate those types of behaviors is the question that should be ringing in your head. But speaking of, letting people go, we had a clip that been circulating from Bishop Dale Bronner on the Ricky Smiley show, and he had a lot to say about cutting people off. Now, we know the new year is coming up. People are making resolutions, and every year we cutting people off. And just take a listen to what he had to say.
Let me just
say
this real quick.
Uh-oh.
If you want to cut me off, do it now. You don't have to
Hurry
wait.
up.
Hurry up. Okay, it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Snip. Do it now. Why wait? All right.
Get on into it.
Like that in the world, or some of you obviously know some of them. But they act like a victim in a problem that they created. That's gaslighting. There are people that do that. My antidote to that is this. Spend more time with people with whom you have a common future instead of a common past. I'm not saying to cut people off. This is about prioritizing, where you give a larger percentage of your time. We love people that have been a part of our history, that have helped us to grow to who we are and where we are. We thank those people. Thank the teachers in your life. Thank the people that have poured into you. Thank the people that have helped you to become who you are. I'm not saying that you forget them, but spend more time with people with whom you have a common future as opposed to a common past.
No, that's right.
Yes, that's a word.
Say that.
That's a word.
Have you ever had to do that? Have you ever felt like torn with distancing yourself from somebody that you had history with?
Yes, I battle with that, because I am the only person, not only in my family, but in my friend circle that's on social media and successful, and that's going in a completely different, my life looks so different from everybody around me, except for you, friend. Except for you.
Anybody feel you, friend? I feel you. Yeah, so.
Like, you get it, but outside of that, everybody's life is different from mine, and mine looks different. I'm able to travel whenever I want to. I'm getting invited here and there. It just looks different, and everybody not happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants, I do believe that the people around me want to be happy for me. I think it is a challenge because they cannot experience the same things as me. Even if they work, it still is like, how are you still able to do all of this stuff and it ain't breaking you? You ain't behind on no bill. You still, you continue to get blessed. And I think sometimes jealousy sneaks in. I'm not going to say everybody is jealous off the bat. I do think sometimes jealousy sneaks in when you see people, you working hard and you see somebody else working a life and you don't believe that it's hard. My job is very hard, friend.
Right.
Ain't our job. Our jobs is very hard, but people don't look at our jobs like that. They just don't. They look at it as something that's so easy and anybody can do. And if anybody can do it, then they would. It's not as easy as you think. But I think people look at what they have to do versus what I have to do and be like, I don't understand how. And so with that being said, yes, I have had to make hard decisions to cut people off because I can't allow you to taint my energy. My energy is solely based on how well I do at my job, which just means my camera has to be on. I have to be in good spirits. I can't talk to you and you down or you jealous or you feeling some type of way all the time. You got to get away from me with that. Until you could just come to terms that we are just different and we live in different lives, but we still can support each other. I can't even entertain it. I can't be around you. So it's hard because I love you, but your energy is off and I can't be around it.
No, same here. I mean, I literally have no disagreements with what you just said because a lot of people, first of all, let's talk about that word job. People don't even see what we do as a job. So they think that we just on the internet laughing and playing all day. And honey, I wish that were the case. But if I don't get up and kiki with y'all, the lights gonna be off. Okay. And so all these little videos and the hair and the makeup and the cute stuff that we do, you won't see it no more. So it's not just us playing around. It's us there are schedules and structure and there is discipline to what we do because I don't have a check coming every 2 weeks. I can't count on the same amount of money, every month. It just don't work like that. And so when people see, like you said, they see you doing it and they're like, what in the world is going on? You said something. They'll try as hard as they can and they still not able to do it. Minding other people's business is difficult, ain't it?
It is hard. It's a hard task.
It's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. And this is what I've always said, and I'll say it a million and one times. Lene, I can get up and do 1,000,001 wig reviews. Them people ain't gonna call me like they call you. They're not. They're not, because people be so caught up in trying to compete with other people. Whole time you have a gift that somebody else will never be able to tap into. If you would just focus on that, grow that, build that, become successful in that, you'll see that there's no competition, there's no comparison. Like everybody has a thing that you can do. I don't care how. You probably can't even name every wig company that you work with because there's so many. Yet people are still buying wigs. So it's like I wish people would really understand, like, we really don't have to compete with each other because it doesn't matter what you do. You can't be me. Like you cannot be me. And so I'm gonna focus on being me, you focus on being you, and we'll both be great in our own regard. But sometimes, like you said, and it's not just friends or family, it be your relationship. Like, let me tell y'all a little story.
Let me get my water. I need some chips or something.
Tell y'all a little story about how I found out this man hated me, child. Baby, I'm supposed to appear at this event and do something. But because this person basically rushed through my face on a flyer, posted it, tagged me, and all of these things, I said, ho, 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 ho. Wait a minute. You ain't gave me no specific details about this. I need some clarity on this situation. He threw a fit, got an attitude. He texted the promoter and he was like, oh, well, we really don't need her to do this. I can find 101 people. I said,
Jerrilyn, no.
Hater energy. And so it was just repeated situations like that he made a few comments in front of my parents one time that just really didn't sit well with me. And so when I realized he wasn't my biggest supporter, and it's tricky dating a narcissist. Let's talk about this word because people throw it out a lot. And they just overusing it. And now it gets diluted. And the people that are narcissists, they just can say, oh, you just saying it because you saw it on Instagram. No, baby. People who are full of self, completely self-centered, always got to be the center of attention. Those people that go out their way to try to make other people feel bad or to bring them down, those people. Yeah. And so, girl, found out that man hated me. Child, I grabbed my purse so fast. I even thought I was Viola Davis, child. Grabbed that bag and rolled them eyes and got up out of there.
Oh my
Because
God.
what you won't do is bully me into accepting the bare minimum and thinking that that's flirting or that's affection. I won't have it. I don't want to date no mean girl, and I don't want nobody around me who feel like they got to bring me down to make themselves feel better.
Thank you. That part. And that's crazy to think that she was in a relationship with somebody who just was trying to sabotage you is terrifying. That is so terrifying because you don't know.
They think that it's sabotaging. They think that if they come to the shows and if they comment on the posts and if they share it and tag, they think that if they do all those things, that envy and that jealousy ain't still deep in their heart.
Yeah.
And you really got to fix some things in yourself to be able to. I'm sure you understand this. Everybody can't date you.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Especially when there's people in the comments talking about, "Oh, you beautiful. Can I take you out? I love
that
you
part,
and I love you."
That
But
part.
you're gonna have to be okay with it because they out there.
They are. But do they have the credentials? Okay. Do they qualify for the position?
There's a whole lot of options out there. But do we have any choices, really?
Okay, for real. Let's be for real, because don't you dare, I don't care what that comment say. I'm looking for the resume. Okay, show me the resume.
Oh my gosh. Girl, them comment section be crazy, but it be stuff like that. It be stuff like that when people see other people admiring you and you not doing nothing but being yourself, girl, it eat them up. It eat them up so bad, and they'll do anything in their power to, because you think you're better than me. Like, you think because you got your little social media following and you doing your little wig reviews, you think you better than me.
No,
because we
you
come
think
from
I'm
the
better
same.
than you.
That
You
part.
think I'm better than you. Okay? Yeah, let's talk about it. Girl.
And then if that's the case, though, step your game up. You know what I mean? Like, if you really feel like somebody is better, if you really wanted to compete, why are you sitting at the house complaining? Why you not doing something?
Right, it's a competition going on now. Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
Baby, they done started the race and you're still in the box. Still in the blocks, looking around, trying to see what everybody else is doing. So I definitely feel, what he's saying. It do be hard sometimes though, because you love people and you want to share your success with them whole time. They don't even want to see you be successful.
And your loyalty, like when you dealing with good-hearted people, that gets me sometimes, Jerrilyn, because of my loyalty. My loyalty to people staying too long, wanting to see the greater good. But I've done my community service. I tell y'all this every episode, and I'm keep, because don't come over here thinking for a second.
That lady is dead and gone.
I buried her years ago. But there was a time where my loyalty kept me too long. Like, Jerrilyn, I would see people doing me dirty, and I still would be loyal to them. And that's the only thing I can chalk it up to is my heart. The only thing I can chalk it up is to my heart is because I just knew that maybe it was some good in them, or like they showed me a glimpse of goodness and they turned. But I watch how them people treat other people who was close to them. How they treated their own parents, their own sisters, their own cousins, their own friends, and really thought that I was special and I was going to be treated different. And that was not the case. Like, you got to pay attention.
Yeah, it's never the case. So, I mean, if it looked like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it probably ain't a dog.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we got to get them up out of here. And so, it sucks a lot of times, but everybody can't go where God is trying to take you. And we see these memes and stuff with all these quotes, and we think people are being fake deep, but sometimes it really is just that simple. God is trying to take you somewhere, and the people that you are trying to take with you are not equipped to go to that level. And so what do you want me to do? You want me to stay here with you? Can't do that. I have a purpose on my life. God said I got to be over here by 12 noon.
Thank you.
You holding up, you got $1 waiting on a dime, as my daddy would say. You got $1 waiting on a dime. It's time to move this train.
That. And then when you think about it too, it's like, would I actually be happy with you in my life when I think about having those friends where I'm at right now today, not further anything, just today. Yeah. Do those people fit the bill today? No. Like, you almost had to go.
Yeah. And you really forced my hand because I was trying to be dumb and loyal. Stay right there, but and you know what? God will do that though. He'll put you in a situation and he'll be like, okay, well, when you'll go, but if I ain't hurting bad enough, so have fun with it while it lasts. But child, cut them ties. If anybody under the sound of our voice, if you are in any type of situationship, if you're dealing with somebody, friend, family, romantic partnership business. If you
Right.
ain't being treated the way you want to be treated or the way you feel like you deserve, if you ain't getting your money's worth, if you don't cut the cable bill on them folk and go on to the next
Get
channel,
the stepping. Okay.
they got to go.
In the
They
famous
got
words
to
of Martin Lawrence, get the stepping.
get to
Okay.
stepping.
You gotta go.
Remember, you remember that episode when they had played that trick on him for Halloween and he said, trick or treat your ass up.
Yeah. No, Fred, my favorite one is him fighting that animal. Yeah, him fighting that animal. And that's my favorite episode. And
Oh my God. That ain't no damn puppy, Gina.
And then the other one, he was like, I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
So, that's why he mocked that little boy. He didn't do that. He didn't have to do that to little Miles from Moesha. Oh my goodness. I do too. That's one of my favorite, comedians as well.
Same.
He has had an amazing career. He's also had his challenges. But something else that we have found out has been challenging is taking your L in peace because was that a good one? Was that a good one?
That was a good one. I like what you did there, Frank.
Baby, we have all been cheated on quietly behind closed doors for years. Drake, follow suit. Learn how to take your L in private, okay? But for whatever reason, he wants to sue Universal Music Group, Kendrick Lamar, and everybody standing next to him because they feel like that they plotted and schemed to pad the sale, pad the downloads, pad the numbers concerning the streams that Not Like Us got. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. We ran this all back about 30 times.
I'm gonna tell you now because I'm still running it back.
Yeah. And if it come on in the car, I'm on it.
Every time. I'm on it.
Baby, I don't care if they ban the song. I will be in the attic like Anne Frank listening to it on silent. Reading the lyrics.
Hey, I'm saying what? He did
What
something. I'm telling you, like, Drake, please stop. That was a great record. I think he just can't believe that it did that good. But I'm gonna tell you now, friend, I don't think they rigged it. I don't. The song is great. It's great. Like, no.
And then we was waiting on that. This is the thing. You don't pick a fight and then get mad when you lose. That's not how rap beef works. It's not how street beef works. It's not how any beef works.
I'm telling you, that's just not what you do.
You don't come out the gate swinging and then you start taking a little lumps and now you want to call the fight. No, it don't work like that.
But friend, I'm gonna tell you now. If I have to, for $2 million, I start switching sides. Okay, for $2 million, you're right. He did defame my character. Defamation of character. I had amnesia, but now I remember.
Right. Now
this is a problem.
Think about it.
Right.
Well, damn.
Right.
That's just a little thought bubble. Well, damn.
That man did say that about me in that song. No, I'm gonna do something about it. But get over it, dog. Come on, Degrassi, pull it together.
I think I'm gonna need more than two. I think because I want enough money to buy, like investment properties here and then also relocate to another country.
Not planning on the money.
Baby, I like what Phil Hudson be saying. I gotta get up out of there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get up out of there, baby. I need money over here and money wherever I end up because you won't see me again.
Oh no,
I'm not coming back over here.
And it's not like Drake don't got $2 million. He's literally just being a brat. He's being a brat. Like, you just being a brat. You don't need it. You just mad because the song is doing exceptionally well. Even now, somebody could play that song and I'm gonna get right into it every time. Like,
listen, what?
Yeah.
And I feel like the ancestors themselves, because the way the running the dance floor in the clubs, using it on our reels and TikToks on social media to be a picture that ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick, Drake, or the song.
Right.
We was gonna use it for the whole summer. We did that. So it's not far fetched that it probably did do those numbers. I think, like you said, he's just a sore loser. He want to take his money and go home, but you don't bring a knife to a gunfight, and that's what happened. He got he just lost.
Oh my God. Hold on, Jerrilyn. We got something coming in the chat. It says it's actually closer to $200 million. Girl, defamation of character. Drake, you right.
You know what? Why would Kendrick do do something like that.
You know,
See, this
that
is stuff
wasn't
that I
right.
be talking about.
That wasn't
When
right.
people get money, they try to always do. You already got the Super Bowl. You're doing too much.
Thank you. You took it too far.
At
You
this
did way too
point,
much.
lock
Don't
him
talk
up.
about nobody. And you said that
Lock
man
him
was a
up.
pedophile and all that stuff in that song
Saying
like
all of
that.
that.
And that wasn't
Now,
right. He didn't deserve that.
That's what I will say. If you call me a pedophile over a catchy tune, you're gonna have to provide some receipts. Okay?
No, for real.
Now that's the part we will go to law. We will go to court over, because that's not a light allegation.
You feel
That
me?
suggests
I feel
that you've
exactly where
had
you're coming
inappropriate contact with children.
Mhm.
Baby, that's a felony. Okay,
It
like
is.
if you're alleged that I'm doing that, I need you to have some proof of that. But apparently, well, party playing with his nose now, and Barker got a weird case. Why is he around? So if you with all these people, you know what I'm saying? All these people that's moving money,
you know. I agree, and it's wild because that's crazy. You would even bring me up in something like this. You right, like he do need to take matters into his own hands because this is out of line.
He need to pull up to Kendrick's house and fight him.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
fight him.
It's not gonna work.
Get the police to arrest him. Don't fight him because you want to win the case. You want the $200 million, so you want to just call the police and get him arrested and then just move on and go to court and get that money.
Girl, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get my cousins to jump him because the way that we was dogging Drake, awesome, baby. I did a few videos. I know I did a few videos, honey, just crying, laughing because that when he dropped, I think it was Family Matters and Not Like Us back to back. I said, Drake, if you don't fight back, if you don't swing, pinch him, bite him, something, you
Drake
have got
don't
to do something.
Fighter. He's such a lover. He can't fight Kendrick. That's why he confused. That's why he don't understand how he did that. He's thrown off. He like Kendrick ain't came out with music and God knows when, and he just went crazy like that. Yeah.
But you're not gonna act like Kendrick ain't one of the best rappers of our generation. Like we not gonna,
Kendrick.
You know what I mean? Like you tried him as if he was one of these little, perk popping Atlanta dudes or something like that. Like that's not no shade to Atlanta. But I'm saying like you tried him as if he wasn't one of the greatest rappers of our generation. So you wrote a check.
That yours couldn't cash. Okay.
That's all that means. And so
do you think that people would still, I know you said you was going on him, but do you think that people would still respect him if he really go through with this? How do you think he would bounce back from that?
Girl, people been listening to Drake music for a long time and haven't respected him. So it ain't gonna be
it ain't gonna be no change. It ain't gonna be much of a change.
He's on the internet with barrettes in his hair and all this other weird stuff that he be doing. Like, baby, we're good. We're good on Drake. And honey, if you go back to baby, you my everything, you all I ever wanted, we can go back to that Drake and I'll rock with that. But and I feel like times have changed. Music is shifting, the culture is shifting, so people are wanting different things when they go out, to clubs or on the radio, wherever they listen to their music. And so I understand trying to keep up with the times. One thing I will give Drake credit for is every time a new artist come out, he hop on a remix with him because it was no reason. It was no reason for Sexy Red.
Girl. And he loved her. I think he fell in love a little bit. Like he started paying, he started tricking. Drake became.
He fell in love with everybody. I was about to say,
he always been a trick. Girl, I was trying to figure out how to, don't worry about it. We're not talking about that. But Sexy Red, he started falling in love with her and buying her gifts and being there. I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting spin.
And not saying that she don't deserve it. We don't know that lady personally. I'm just saying professionally, music wise, I won't be blasting a song that said my booty hole brown. Cause I thought we could all assume just from general biology.
Right, the booty hole's been brown.
That hopefully the coochie has been pink forever. I hope it has never been a different.
That song not one time. Girl,
I never went on my phone or went on YouTube or anything to listen to the whole song. But what I did do
what did you do?
Was when it came on.
I knew it.
Now, I'm not going to personally support no foolishness, okay? But if I just happen to be in the vicinity of some a little bop or something. Because, listen, her and Glorilla, shout out to Glorilla because I love Glorilla.
Yes,
Not just that she's from Memphis, but her music is so, I don't even want to use the word ratchet. She's like the rap K Michelle to me. K Michelle just get on the track and say whatever she feel, however she want to say it, and it's just be sounding good. Now Gorilla sometimes she be fighting the beat. Sometimes the beat be outrunning her. Sometimes, but listen here.
That's still my girl. Yeah,
Listen,
that's still
that
my
Let Her
girl.
Cook and that song that she got with T-Pain, I love her. Baby, listen.
That's my. But you know who can't catch the beat? The beat takes off on them. Tasmanian devil, if you will. Carisha, please. Carisha, please. Like I
Baby.
know that one cannot. She can't hear. She is
Somebody said
deaf.
somebody said she go to the studio and she give her and then she say, y'all pick a beat to go. Go ahead and throw a beat on there. That is not how.
Girl,
that's not how the music works.
To no sound, like no nothing. Like I be like, no, that's one person who, girl, when she come, I just get irritated a little bit because I already know. I just already know.
It's gonna be a struggle, but I mean, you know, everybody's doing creatively what they feel like they want to do, and that's one of my vices, honey. I love me some little hood music, a little Jeezy, a little Gucci Mane, a little Wayne, and stuff like that. So people see me out, they be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute and simple and quiet and demure."
And demure.
Baby, I am for the streets. Okay.
No, this one had me every day in Aruba listening to Glorilla. I be like, put some music on. She's gonna put on Glorilla. She's not gonna put no regular music on. I'm like, you know, I have to tell her, I had to prompt her a little bit, like prep her, like, you know, I'm just in a more sultry, like a very calm demeanor today.
We Arubian. Turn that Glorilla up. Turn that Glorilla up, baby. We is in these streets. And baby, we had a time. So, you know, we will be having some footage of that also as well.
Yes.
We gonna pray about it, Father. Just my God on today.
I think about that damn balcony when you talk Aruba. No, y'all. I'm done.
That's the night. Why I did that? Why did I do that? Why was we acting like that? Why did we do that? You can tell people don't never. This is how people act when they ain't never been nowhere. You would think we had never used the passport before because the way we was over there clowning was ridiculous. Oh my God!
She both her.
Time. I'm sorry because I know the producer's gonna tell us to get back on schedule.
I know. Let's get back on track. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Woo. Okay, so y'all know we always have this segment called Sister to Sister where you can chime in, hit us up on speakpipe.com/she said it first. Comments, concerns, questions. I know y'all want professional advice from us, so you've come to the right place because we are in fact professionals, licensed, if you will. Let's see who we have on the main line, and I ain't talking about Jesus this week. Hello.
Hi. So I made a comment on what was irritating me on one of your posts, and I was basically talking about how a certain religion that I've been a part of since I was 8 is trying to make me follow a checklist to feel like I'm getting brownie points for salvation. And I'm irritated because the God that I've come to know is a loving and righteous and judge free God who wants us to follow and be obedient to his standards, but he also gives you leverage to be who you are in Christ. And if you're following those rules, I don't see why you have to be defined by a checklist. You can't wear your hair this way. You can't wear pants. You can't. You can't.
Well, first thing I know Church of Christ when I see it because baby,
they gonna take your time.
When she said I gotta wear my hair a certain way and I can't wear pants, baby, them folks will have you in the trenches whole time. You won't see the gates of heaven. But one thing I will say is
you talking about because I'm thinking Mormon. Who you think it is?
It's got the when she said a follower in Christ and you can't wear pants, you gotta wear your hair a certain type of way. Thinking it's either got to be Church of
Jehovah
Christ,
Witness.
or the girl Jehovah's Witness don't be caring about nothing about Christ like that.
What about Mormons?
Mormons probably would. They'll make her wear like a, what is it? They have to wear like their skirt down to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thinking when she specifically said when you're supposed to be X, Y, and Z in Christ, it made me think, oh, okay, she either going to the, I mean, I guess I could see Mormon too, but first thing came to my mind was Church of Christ because I had a specific interaction with them myself.
Okay.
And I mean, I feel like the reason why we have so many denominations now is because a man here or there decided to interpret the Bible a different kind of way. And then some things were left out, some things were added, but one thing remains the same, that the Jesus that y'all talking about, he died for my freedom from sin.
Mm-hmm.
So freedom from sin shouldn't have nothing to do with the way that I dress, because we all know that this body is just a vessel. It just houses a soul that's going to return back, a spirit that's going to return back to, you know, the Father. And so when you think about stuff like that, I be wanting to tell people, girl, have your own relationship with God. I fell out of love with church a long time ago, especially being a preacher's kid and having to be in church all the time, every day it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate going to a church to fellowship, and I don't appreciate spending time with God and having a real relationship with him. What I'm tired of is seeing that if I'm using social media to make money and market to people and get more gigs and book things, I shouldn't see my pastor doing it also. And if I come to you and I say I'm just saying, if I come to you and I say I need help and you tell me to trust in God and believe in faith, but you turn around next week and you ask me to help you buy a jet, who's serving the real God?
I feel that.
Because I feel like you should believe God for your jet as well. You shouldn't be asking the congregation of people.
Ask God about it. Pray on it. Yeah, I think
So
the same thing, friend. Like, I'm in the same way where I have a strong relationship with God, but I built that personally for myself because I realized over time that what I was taught as a kid, and I think I even might have said this before, but what I was taught as a kid did not resonate with me as an adult because nobody told me the why. Like, it was just like I was born into this and you just do this. You just do what you're supposed to do. But as I got older, I wanted to learn more and have it like basically understand it for myself. And I think that's what she's realizing. Even though she says she's been a part of this community since she was 8 years old, I'm sure a lot has changed between you being 8 years old and a grown woman now. And this is why some people convert to other things. Some people are Christian, some people turn Muslim, there's Buddhist, there's so many different things. But the biggest thing is to always believe in a higher power, someone above you, whatever you call him. I call him God, but that's not your place to do. It's just like, as you grow, you realize other things, like, what is the word I'm looking for? Other things kind of, what is it? When it's just like kind of goes with what you got going on. Other things, something. Either way. Other things.
I was about to say, friend, I really want to help you, but I don't know.
Because like you realize over time, like other things just work for you. That's not the word I wanted to use, but it's like, you grow and then you say, you know what, this no longer works for me. I'd rather do something like this. And I think that's the place that she's in. She's in a pivot that she no longer needs to be conformed to what they have going on. She needs to figure out her own relationship with God. She needs to figure out what works for her, how that relationship can like manifest something else. And then she will find maybe another church that she can go to. But once again, we talked about loyalty. Do not get stuck in loyalty because I'm telling you, it will come back and bite you in the butt. You're being loyal to the wrong thing. You're being loyal to the wrong thing. If they are having you do things as a checklist, God will never have you do a checklist. I can guarantee that. He will never say, oh, you wore white socks today. No, I'm taking a point off. You wore pants today. I'm taking a point off. You wore makeup today. I'm taking a point off. That is just not how he works. So you need to find somewhere else that really aligns. Hello, that's the word. Align.
That's the word.
Align. Yes. Girl, struggling. Something that aligns with who you are and your purpose and your walk and your faith. That's what I'm trying to say. Lord.
That is really all that needs to be said. That right there is, you have to do what's best for you. And I think so many people have a relationship with the teaching or the way that it's being taught and not the being that is God. And so if you think God will put you in hell because you wore pants or put you in hell because you did something that's taboo in society, then you don't know God like I know him. And when you touched on something about the why, So many of us grow up in situations where you got to do this, and you ask why, and they say because that's just the way we do it. It's tradition. This is what we were taught. This is what we know. But here's one thing that I have come to know about the God that I serve. I don't have blind faith no more. My faith is very much dependent on what I can see. And because God has come through so many times for me, that's why I can trust that even though it ain't happened yet, like people want you to trust him like you trust him. Well, blind faith this, and you got to walk by faith. And God has proven himself plenty of times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so in that same regard, you're going to have to do it for me as well. So I don't think it's anything wrong with her wanting to find something that aligns. Like obviously this just does not align for her. And baby, when it comes, the way I should have been in hell, because I throw on a graphic tee and some jeans.
Right.
Oh my God. If it comes to shoes, honey, I'll never see Heaven's Gates. I'll never see it because I know I'm not, super feminine. So, like if that's like there are too many people on this planet, and we have too many different personalities, likes, dislikes, things that we're drawn to, for God to say everybody has to live by the same checklist.
Thank you.
God, you created my mind. You know it don't even work like that.
Thank you. You know me better than I know myself. There's no way that you would put that on me. That's not my testimony. That's somebody else's testimony. Yep. And everybody is out here sinning. Even the person who created the list. Okay? If he's going home and indulging in brownies and cupcakes and everything under the sun is gluttony. Yeah, so like nobody is safe. I think once again, ma'am, it seems like you are very smart. It seems like you know exactly what you want for yourself. I think you gotta get away from that loyalty. You've been there since you was 8. You feel obligated. You are not obligated. You are grown. You can make your own decisions and do what works specifically for you and your purpose and what you got going on.
That part. I hope that really resonates in your spirit. If you happen to come across this video, hopefully you'll be listening for the answer.
Yeah, right.
But girl, like do what your heart is telling you and develop your own relationship with him. I hate that we have to get out of here, but I feel like this is probably one of the most meaningful conversations that we've had about spirituality on the show. So I really want to know what other people think. Tap in the comment section, y'all, and hit us up and let us know. We got to get out of here, but we always enjoy y'all. However, we do, we got jobs and stuff. I know y'all don't think we do. We do.
Yes, we do. So make sure y'all tune in every Thursday, okay? We drop every Thursday on YouTube, but you can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast, okay? Make sure you hit that like, make sure you comment, notification bell, all of that good stuff, and keep in touch with your girls, okay? On the She Said It First podcast, period.
Bam. Bye.